Hello once again everyone, Original Blood Ice back again. Very short video here today and it's Splatoon related. We got some news, two main stories that I want to go over involving it, which is the reason why it doesn't have voice chat, and I want to do a little tidbit about Miyamoto. So let's get into these little tidbits of information. Um, so, let's see here. Uh, the prototype had basic block characters and the ink painting mechanic. You were invisible when you were in your own ink. Amano and Sakaguchi, if that's how you pronounce it, added in jumping, hiding in ink, and the ability to shoot up and down. After that, though, they were confused about what they wanted to do with the game. They thought they might put a squid character on the box art, but they needed a humanoid character to hold the guns. They thought a squid human wouldn't sell. Then, um, Miyamoto scolded them, meaning he was mad and yelled at them, and we've never seen Miyamoto not happy, so that would be something to see. In 2013, Miyamoto scolded them and was doing the prototype, or when the prototype was being done, and he said, "I don't understand, what do you want to do? There's no appeal to this game." So once again, Miyamoto is to thank for Splatoon becoming what it is, and it just goes to show you that Miyamoto seems to be the person who you should always turn to at Nintendo, the main person who knows what the fuck to do. Um, so thank you, Miyamoto, for being you, once again. Love you, man. You're always going to be my favorite developer. Let's move on to the next thing here. They had an epiphany on January 6, 2014, that they could have you switch between a squid and a human form, and they rapidly got a bunch of ideas about how you swim faster in your own ink, you slow down in enemy ink, and take damage. You can swim up walls, etc., etc. Amano is a fan of shooting games, but when he would invite friends to play with him, they would get frustrated. He wants to make a game that is different that people who aren't fans of traditional shooters can play. And as someone said in a comment I was reading somewhere, was just like, so he wants to make a game where people just can sit there and watch. Wow. Anyway, Edge magazine says that Splatoon has no voice chat and never will. Actually, this is Amano saying it, because he says, "This is coming from personal experience. When I played online games, I didn't like the negativity I got, and people telling me, 'You're crap, go away.' So we wanted to focus on the positive aspects of online gaming." Amano says he's not saying that chat in online game can't contribute to fun, but that they want to grab new players. So, let me get this straight. People are mean. That's why there's no voice chat, because, "Oh, you suck, go away." Someone said, "You suck, go away." Well, seeing as we know Nintendo games don't have the voice chat, clearly when you say you've played online games and you were told this, you were probably playing an Xbox or a PlayStation, weren't you? Or maybe even PC. So, this is a bullshit excuse. It absolutely across the board is just straight up bullshit. And there's a very, very simple solution. I mean, people can say, "Oh, just mute people," which is true. And people are like, I've seen people who are like, "Oh, I don't want voice chat." It's like choices, man. More choices equal better experience. If you don't want to talk to people, then mute them. And that my personal thing is, why can't we have a voice chat with people in our friends list? Because our friends are not going to insult us, now are they? No. At least they're not your friend if they do. But I guess maybe he doesn't have any friends, or he didn't think of that. I don't know. So that's just straight up bullshit. Confirms that there are some Splat Zone maps with more than one boxed off area to capture. If you claim all the territories, your timer starts to count down, but if your opponents capture one, the timer stops. The same primary weapon can come in a variation with different special weapons. Can start firing after a super jump right before you land. More online modes besides Turf Wars and Splat Zone, so I guess we haven't heard about them yet. Maybe that means DLC or something, who knows, or just updates later on. One respawn point per team, but you're invulnerable while on it to discourage campers. Oh, that's interesting. So, when I first read this, I was confused, but it means you can only respawn in one spot, but when you're standing on that spot, you can't die. So, people can't camp you. Well, I mean, they could, but they would shoot you, but it wouldn't do anything, but you could shoot them and kill them. So, that's a good way to get past campers. A lot of the designers on the team are in their 30s, so the 90s style with street fashion and trainers is a big inspiration for the outfits. We kind of knew that. Trick to balancing the weapons, according to Saguchi, is to make people want a little bit more. If only it could shoot a little farther or shoot a little faster. They aren't going to come out, or they're not going out trying to make the strongest weapon in the game. That's fine, whatever. This is crazy. 15 single-player challenges and 5 rare pieces of gear for each of the 3 amiibos for Splatoon. So that's basically 45 single-player challenges and 15 pieces of gear via the amiibo. That's a lot of content for those 3 amiibo that if you don't have them, you're missing out on. Now, I'm going to be getting them, so I'm good, but still, if you didn't, that's harsh. The Q&A with him, with Katsuya Eguchi, if that's how you pronounce it, thinks Splatoon IP has huge potential. Important to have things that will draw attention to the game after release, basically hinting at content updates and DLC. I'd be fine with that, as long as they don't go overboard. But who knows? So those are the main things that I wanted to go over with in this video. So that's going to do it for this video. I'm Original Blood Ace. As always, stay tuned. More videos coming soon, as always.